You're here, I'm here, good music's here to be played and to be talked about. If I've earned your subscription by the end of this video, I'll be ever so grateful. I'm Alan, this is Alan Reacts. See you on that side of the tape. So you got to this side of the tape on the intro. Silverchair tomorrow. Now, we're going to listen to the song, so stick with me, guys. But I've got some shocking admissions to make on this, and some things that I just actually don't understand how. I don't know the song, but when I don't know a band, I'll do a little look at them, so I'm not totally blind. It's like I've got the lyrics, I kind of know when it's released, but it can't be right. But let's hear the song anyway. Yeah, honestly, I just find it incredulous what I think I know. So you guys are going to need to help me out. Yeah, this is Silverchair with Tomorrow.
It's 12 o'clock and it's a wonderful day. I know you hate me, but I'll ask anyway. Won't you come with me to a place in a little town? The only way to get there is to go straight down. There's no bathroom and there is no sink. The water out of the tap is very hard to drink. Very hard to drink.
Here's what I know, what I can't make sense of, and we'll get to the song later on. A band from New South Wales, Newcastle, New South Wales in Australia. This was released in 1994 on their debut album Frog Stomp, which I know they'd kind of written beforehand. They're 15 or 16. I can't be right. Because I'm looking at the lyrics and thinking, okay, I've heard younger person's songs before and they have sort of a naivety, and this has got some of that in there, but it's not, it's nuanced as well. And we'll come to the song later. How can you be 15 doing this? That doesn't make sense to me. Unless you've got 3 prodigies in the band. Right? Were they all prodigies? And how did I hear about this? I think years ago, I was reading... I was maybe watching something on YouTube where they talked about bands who had sort of achieved that burgeoning international success. And I remember the lead singer Daniel had got ill with reactive arthritis, so the band had to go on hiatus in 2002, 2007. Things didn't come back together again, etc. So there's a whole band story, but I'm really here for the song. But 15 in secondary education doing this, maybe it's not unheard of, but it's not something I'm used to. Let's get on with this song, because I'm loving the intro. It's got that sort of Alice in Chains feel. I know it's post-punk, it's post sort of grunge era. So let's hear it. Like that Bush, you know, that kind of Bush feeling.
You can keep on going.
I mean, that there. Who's he speaking to in that saying? You say money isn't everything, but I'd like to see you live without it. You think you can keep on going living like a king. That's not a kid talking to a kid. This isn't written, it could be written from that teenage perspective, but is it viewing the outside world? Two parents arguing? I don't know. So that nuance doesn't come from that. And I'm not denigrating 15-year-olds. And I'm sure they see the world in a way that I can't remember when I was 15. But I don't remember thinking like this. And certainly not putting pen to paper on it. Certainly not playing instruments at the level they're playing at, regardless of engineers working with them in the studio to put things and compose it right. I don't think that happened. I think they just recorded this and demoed it themselves. So much to it. Let's carry on, guys. I'm kind of angry at myself for not knowing who they are, only having heard about them briefly somewhere along the line. That's what's really going on here, is I'm peed off with myself a little bit.
Strongly doubted. Very hard to dream. Very hard to dream. You're gonna wait till bad boy, wait till tomorrow. You're gonna wait till bad boy, wait till tomorrow.
I'm just going to put it out there, and I'm sure you guys know. And you've heard me do this before. Bands are influenced by other bands, but still remain unique to themselves. I can hear Stone Gossard and Mike McCready and Eddie Vedder singing this. I really can. And trust me, I've seen Pearl Jam, and I'm not saying that this is just a straight lift. It's not. It's different. The song's different. The composition's different. But I can hear another band playing their song, covering it. And a band as, fundamentally iconic as Pearl Jam. But it's really effing good song. I like it. It's got everything I want from the 90s. Let's hear the rest of it, guys. I can hear the pain of Lane Stanley, but it's their own pain. It's their own pain. They're singing it from their perspective. Whatever they've drawn on around them in the world, they've written a really cool song, playing instruments with a level I can only admire in other bands. And they were 15. That can't be right. I'll say it again, it can't be right. I remember the first time I heard Jeremy, Vaseline, other great songs of that era. The first time I heard them, I was like, okay, I'm going to consume everything now. So I'm probably going to end up consuming everything they've done. I think, is it 5 studio albums? I know they achieved like superstar status in Australia and were actually developing international success and beyond, sort of global success around the world. And then they had difficulties and all those things. And I don't know the full story. I know it'll be out there. But obviously I know they would have been in secondary school, but it's kind of almost unbelievable. But I love that song. It's got that, when you listen to this song, you know you're in the 90s. There's no mistaking it. It's pure, it's raw, it's also polished, it's got nuance in the lyrics. Okay. Let me know, Silverchair fans, whether I've insulted the band or I'm just somebody that has been ignorant till today, and you're like sitting back in your chair, sipping your drink, going, yep, could have told you this in 1995. Till next time, guys, take care. This is Alan Reacts. I'm Alan, your host. If I've earned your subscription by the end of this video, I'll be ever, ever, ever so grateful. But most of all, I want you to have a good time. I'm Alan. This is Alan Reacts. See you on that side of the table.